everyone, Chrissy here. I'll knock off Hermes scarf. I've got my little silk one from the Metropolitan Museum in New York here with the Tiffany lampshade print on it. I'll put my lovely Egyptian one on for some instant warmth. There we go. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Bronx Sage. I haven't seen you in a little while. Welcome back. So I took last week off. I did come on a Monday. I just wanted to have a little bit of a break. So, yeah. Hi, Anne. Thank you. Yes, it is a fabulous scarf, isn't it, Dr. Anne? And you should know because you picked it out for me. And it's great because you put it on, and if it's a little bit chilly, it immediately traps your body warmth. And it's like, yeah, life has a way of shaking things up. Well, I hope things are settling down for you now. I have not done single card reads in a little while, so we're going to be doing some of them today. But first, is there anything you guys want me to read on? Anything, anyone? I haven't been keeping up with the news this week. Just been working on, working and stuff. And I used the Connolly card. The solar flares impacted the New Zealand power grid. Hubby was telling me blackouts. Hubby was telling me that the economy's gone into, well, the housing market's gone into brownout, he calls it. Hi, Teresa Bossa. Also, if you want a reading, you can email me at FootPrint Tarot. I use PayPal, okay, and I use the same address, the email address for PayPal as well. If you want to donate, you're welcome to. Some people don't like using YouTube, just, yeah. Housing prices, are they gone down or up? Our house, fortunately, is, it probably, if it goes down 30,000 or so, would still be well ahead. So, I sign in 171. Solar flares. Yeah, it slowed down. Yeah. Will the housing market crash? Will the housing prices crash in New Zealand? Let's have a look at that. Strategies, blocks. The bigger picture. The strategies isn't always going to work out. You go either one way or another. Yeah. Basically, demand has painted people into a corner with housing prices and rent prices and all that. So being painted into a corner. And let's see. But the Six of Cups, harking back to an earlier time, I think prices are going to crash. House prices will go down. Hopefully rental, well, Problem is people buy the rental properties at a high price and yeah. 900,000 for an average starter home. Yeah. A few weeks back, the first property in Butler to sell over $1 million sold for 1.3 million. It's like, Butler? It's a nice area, but got my nails redone yesterday. So a really nice, bright, sparkly, purpley colour. Infield and all that to stop me biting. And hi, Robin Blanc. Okay. What other stories do you want me to look at? I haven't looked at the news this week at all. Just been busy working and, hearing about Trump. Is Trump? Oh, yeah. We'll ask. 14 post rampage during a break in the hush money trial. Is Merchant going to have no choice but to put Trump in jail? Because he's warning him, if you don't stop, I'll have no choice. I don't want to put you in jail being an ex-president, but I'll have no choice. Is Merchant going to, or Marchand, the judge in the hush money trial, is he going to have to put Trump in jail? Materialism, ego. He's been warned repeatedly. I'd say this is a sign that possibly, yes, he is going to have to put him in jail. I think Trump would love it, but would it have the impact that Trump wants it to have? He thinks people would rear up and protest and, yeah. Bud, can you come let Cameo out? Cameo's got to go out. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Will it have...
Hang on.
The impact that Trump wants it to have? The Star. Things are going to head in a different direction. Just open the door a little bit, baby. So he's hoping it will send people rioting and, people are getting sick of his antics. Page of Wands.
Come on, kitty. Come on then. Make up your mind.
Or talk.
Oh, just have to leave it open a bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. He's hoping it will have a big effect, and increase his voice, but he's still at the page level. Hi, Constance Campbell. He thought people were going to gather around the courthouse and protest and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it'll be a crossroads moment. And I think it will be a very significant one. I don't know. I didn't see if there were a lot of comments on my post last week. I just really felt I would like the weekend off. So I did do a live on Monday. I didn't do anything for members only. Sorry about that. But yeah, I did a shortened live on Monday. Now, let's see. What else can we look at? Another incident between Australia and the Chinese military.
Yeah, puppy, I'm coming.
Australia's cautions Labor over China's actions in 4 separate incidents when they have bumped into our military. Okay. Is there going to be a skirmish between Australia and China? Let's have a look. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. That's where you're helping.
Yeah, baby, I'm coming.
Okay. Oh, we had a few cards. I think 4 cards just dropped out of the deck. It could just be my crappy shuffling, but we'll have a look and see what they are. Okay. So let's see. Oh, out in the cold is the top one. Details. They're working up to something. The Emperor, stability in the region. Of course, they want to disrupt and I do feel like this new, and there's a shift in things coming within the relationship between Australia and China.
Hey.
Nothing that directly says conflict, but there are a couple of big things there. Chariot, things moving quickly. A victorious move. Is that Australia? 2 cards came out then. Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. Again, stability, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's going to be definitely, there's going to be some skirmishes. There's going to be a big shift. I think it's about time Australia bared its teeth. See my new picture behind me there? I picked it up actually, oh God, over a month ago at a garage sale, and I've just put there. It's much larger than that, but that looks really good where it is with the little elephant and stuff. And yeah. Oh. Let's pull out the pendulum, hey, and have a look at this. Ask that question about the skirmish again. Okay. There's some big changes happening according to those cards. So we'll set the pendulum spinning and we'll ask the question. Okay. Pendulum, will there be a skirmish between Australia and China? Yeah, I set it spinning around in a circle and then I let it settle. Whitby's fine, thank you. He's just hungry. He hasn't been fed this morning. So James just fed him.
I think I'll add that to the list.
All right. Oh, I'm getting yes on the pendulum. Will New Zealand support Australia? in any skirmish. Will it be an Anzac affair? Yes. Now, there's been some talk, watching some of the other readers and psychics. Hi, Shelby Lisa. You were driving, on Biden saying he will withdraw funding to Israel if Israel don't pull their socks up. Let's have a and start doing the right thing. Let's have a look at that. There's a fluff on the Will Biden keep his promise about funding to Israel, cutting it? Hi, Maureen Howe. Yes. He didn't take that promise lightly. He didn't. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else is in the news feed. FDA says they're preparing for a bird flu pandemic, killing 1 in 4. Why don't they just go, bah, 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 bah. Don't panic, the sky is falling in. Is there going to be a bird flu pandemic? So this will be a completely new strain of bird flu, because it will have to be called a pandemic. Otherwise it would be an epidemic. Will there be a bird flu pandemic? I think I'm going to have to organise a shot. Well, the pendulum says yes. Will there be lockdowns? Hi, GMR6. Dr. Ann's asking, will there be lockdowns? Pendulum, will there be lockdowns because of it? Getting yes, but I'm also going through the background of my brain, sort of modified, like not everything shut down and flight, not like it was last time, but more like work from home. Will it be more like work from home? Not all the shops shut down and all travel shut down or anything, but more like work from home. Will it involve more work from home? I think they learn a lot from COVID. Work from home is going to be a bigger issue. Possibly school, learning from home and stuff like that, online school. A thought went through my head as I was preparing this. Hi, Sherry French. It's not going to be like the big, severe, everything must go lockdown of COVID. It's going to be much more targeted. So, now, what went through my head was 3. Now, whether it's another 3 pandemics in the next few years or 3 pandemics over the 2020s, I'm not sure. Will there be another pandemic before 2030? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe. How many? Okay. Will there be more pandemics before 2030? So I'm going to ask that. Okay. This decade seems to be a decade of readjustment. Oh, yes. How many? I'm just going to get it going horizontal and then leave it settle. How many will there be before 2030? How many more will there be? I know what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to do it. Yeah, that way. How many more will there be? before 2030. But I feel like each time the impact will be lessened because of lessons learned. Yeah, it has swung into 3. It could be 4. But it swung into 3. So I'll go, will there be 3 more? Back to the yes, no. But I feel we're going to be learning more. Big lessons were learned. Winning to rephrase. So I think we'll leave that for a moment because we certainly don't want to be wishing or bringing that energy into the thing. But yeah, certainly think the rest of this decade is going to be interesting with regard to illness on a global scale. Anyway, hi, Nikki. How are you, Vicky Taylor? Resting before your gig tonight. Okay. Now, who wants a single card read? Where have the comments gone? Accidentally got rid of them. Who wants a single card read? Yep. Bronx Sage. What we got there? What's going on with my phone? Mickey Taylor. Oh, Pamela. Pamela Roma. Thank you very much. That is much appreciated. Hi, Pamela. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. She sent me a donation, so thank you. Would you like a card, a single card? And using the Angel Wisdom Tarot today. start reading, and if you, so I've got Bronx, Mickey Taylor and Pamela Roma down, and if you do want a card, just put your hand up and I will write your name down. Okay, so Bronx Sage. Oh, the card fell out for you, Bronx Sage. It's the nine of air, nine of winds, the nine of swords. Got you written down, Anne. Okay, so it's, you've been letting worry eat yourself up. So it's got unfounded fear here and expecting the worst, thus creating a self-fulfilling prophecies. It can be really, really easy when you're in a time of transition to have the what ifs overwhelm you. Just let the common sense, and common sense tries to intervene and say, look, this is not going to be the case. This is not going to, and because you're still so in such uncertain times, it's like, yeah, but what if? Just say to yourself, there's no what if here. Save your energy for the good things that are coming, and there are always things that happen in life that we have no control over. But what we do have control over is how we react to them. So don't spend your energy worrying about things that A, are probably never going to happen, and B, even if they did, you have no control over what happens, but you do have control over how you handle things. So put your energy into how you handle situations that do happen, and just let the universe handle the what ifs. Okay? Okay, so we got Cherry French and Pamela Bryant as well. So there you go, Bronx. I hope that helps settle your mind a bit. Mickey Taylor. Yeah, Pamela Bryant, I've written you down. Mickey Taylor. You have the Page of Cups. Oh, sweet card. The dolphin there. True fun, joy and laughter. The fish, the girl is a mermaid. She's half fish. Fish inspiration. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody. So, Mickey, there's like some new, I feel like it's the inexperiences. There's some new experiences lying ahead of you, okay? I'm not so much romantic, but events and it's going to take you out into the world a bit more, increase your social life, and just be yourself. It's got heightened psychic abilities, yes. I think there's going to be a few people you encounter that just because of who they are and the energy around them, you might be like, whoa. So get ready for some new experiences, and maybe some unusual ones with regard to intuition. Be open to learning, but also be careful because the Page of Cups, they can be so open-hearted and very sensitive that they can sometimes forget to protect themselves. So, and it's not here because the new experiences and the new energies are going to be bad. It can just be a little bit overwhelming. So make sure before you go out into some new social things or new experimental areas, to just make sure that you have a bit of a psychic armor in place to prepare yourself. Maybe a mantra or a little checklist of things to do if you feel overwhelmed. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, and have a little checklist that you can remove yourself a little bit from the situation, some calming breaths and all that, because I feel there might be a couple of times where you get whoo, right in your face type energy. So, yeah. Hi, I'm Steve. Watching too many things at once. Pamela Roma. Okay. And thank you again for the donation, Pamela. Much appreciated. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles, managing your resources wisely. I feel like this card can talk about extreme in how you give or receive money, but I don't feel like that is the case with you. I feel like use your logic with business decisions and just realize that things aren't always, as it says here, black and white. There's always this little area where things may go either way. Just be prepared for that, okay? And yeah. So be prepared for the grey. If you're not prepared to risk things going either way, don't invest in it. Don't spend your money on it, okay? But if it's something like, yeah, but always be smart. Yeah, if you're not prepared for a risk, don't invest in certain opportunities. And if there is a risk, don't invest everything. So you don't have to be all in or all out. There's a good middle ground for you. And I'm sure and I think you're pretty good at finding that, Pamela Roma. So that's what makes you a very smart person. But sometimes you have to look at that line. I know that that's getting all jumbled up, but yeah. Keep emotions out of money. Okay? Keep emotions out of money and money out of emotions, if that makes sense too. That's the next thing. Okay? It's always worth spending the time reviewing our things for our own financial security. But, yeah, you follow me. Thank you. Hi, Bora Bora. And if anyone wants a single card read, just put your hand up. Okay, Anne, my lovely, lovely Anne, my dear friend. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Time to slow things down a bit. That's first thing that came out. Time to slow things down a bit. Take a deep breath. And it says plan carefully before taking the next action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Now, it's got wait for perfect timing. I don't feel there's perfect timing here. I've got you written down, GMR6. But make sure you get the planning down and the details right. But then don't delay. Don't wait for the perfect timing. I feel like that plan carefully, pay attention to details, but then get going. Okay? So slow things down a bit. I don't think there's any wrong decisions here, but yeah, there's not going to be any perfect timing. There's always going to be something. There always is, isn't there? So just get your plans laid out, make sure the details are right, and then get onto it. Okay? Cherry French. Yes, thank you, Spirit, for all your help and guidance in my endeavours here. I call on Spirit to help me quite often, and my guides to help me with, some of my thought processes and things that I don't feel do me credit. So, yeah. Sherry French. The High Priestess. Okay. So here you are, the High Priestess. Now, this is a major arcana. It's a big decision card. It's a big change card. And it's a big lesson card. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desires. Now, it's really, really important, and it's jumping out of me, is this is not the time for action. Okay? Your intuition will tell you when it is time to act. Okay? But it is not at this time. So it's your up here, your intuition up here, but not the reactive, I've got to act now before things happen. No. Listen to the intuitive part of your brain, not the panicky part. But things will work fine. You just have to really think about what you really want. Okay? Take this time to think about what you really want to do and what you really want your future to look like. Okay? And because it is it is a major arcana, a major life lesson, a major change. Listen to the wise, intuitive part, not the reactive part. So there's a reactive part and then there's a proactive. Okay? Reactive is the panic part. Proactive is sitting and meditating and thinking and then knowing when it's time to act because your intuition tells you that it is. Okay? There you go, Sherry French. Pamela Bryant. Pamela Bryant. Healing went through my head when I was thinking about you and the card. So I think hopefully that makes sense to you. The word healing went through my head, Pamela Bryant. This is the Three of Earth, the Three of Pentacles. Isn't it great? The woman is standing there. She's carefully sculpting. She's working. She's an artisan. She has earned the praise she is receiving very much through you. Acknowledgement will help acknowledgement of what you do well, an opportunity to work with others, and also healing in creation. I feel like it's got recognition of the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. I hope you know what this is about, but also the creativeness here is a path to healing as well. So healing some rift, healing some internal injury to yourself, emotional injury, that acknowledgement, and acknowledge to yourself, if that makes sense. So, yeah, you deserve the praise and the love and the recognition that is coming, and it will help you start healing from an old wound of whatever type it is. So I hope that makes sense, Pamela Bryant. Hello, Moochy Mooch. Mooch, Mooch, Mooch. You come to Mooch? Have you come to Mooch some more? Yeah? Come here. Look at this. Oh, new bag. Woohoo. Okay, Pamela Bryant. So that was you, Three of Pentacles. GMAR 6. And if you do want a card, 171 sign in. Yep, okay. If you have asked for a card and I haven't noticed yet, just put your hand up again. Okay. So GMAR 6. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Air. Very intelligent. Very logical. A leader. And it's got releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, GMAR 6, okay? And seeing human in difficult situations. Humor, laughter can be very healing and can help you release those things which hold you back. GMAR 6. So, yeah, just time to clear the emotional plate. And maybe there's a couple of people that need to be told to, I want some space, back off, back away, you are not helping at this stage. But because you deal with humour as an important part of dealing with things, you can do it with grace and dignity. Don't be too quick to judge one person, but okay? There's somebody who, don't be too quick to judge, because normally they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. So maybe show a little bit of restraint and patience with that person, and I think you'd know who it is. 171 sign in. Release. $13. So, endings and beginnings. Yeah, there you go, darling. So 171 sign in. This is, again, Major Arcana. This is the 13 card, the Death card. It's the changes coming. You can't stop them. You can't reverse them, but they're an excellent opportunity to basically, as with the Queen of Swords, to clear the deck of some people and release some people that hold you back. Okay? Yeah, so I think it's time to move on from a situation too. Okay, that's the biggest message I'm getting. It is time to move on from a situation. Understand, my darling, you had no control over what happened. You had no fault in what happened, but others who don't want to take on their own responsibility try to make you feel like you bear some responsibility. You don't. Clear those people from your path. Okay. It is time for them to deal with the consequences of their actions instead of trying to make you deal with the consequences of their actions. Leave them behind and move forward, my darling. I hope that makes sense, because this is a big time for you, and you deserve the better things that are going to come from this change. Okay? I hope that makes sense. 171 sign in. Steve. And again, if you do want a card, please just put your hand up and say, card, please. I hope it makes sense, 171 sign in, because I honestly had no idea whether what. Sweetie, can you turn that down a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't think you could hear it.
I can. Yeah. Thank you, darling.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Just distracting. Steve, you've got the King of Wands. It makes perfect sense. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. If you can capture some pictures, you can email them to me, Pamela, at the same email, FootPrint Tarot. So, Steve, the King of Fire, the King of Wands. Your actions over the last few years, especially with looking after your mum, has been very, very motivational and inspiring to others. They may not have always said something, but they do admire deeply what you have done. Even if you've had to slow down a little bit and learn how to cooperate a little bit more, having shouldered a burden for so long on your own, it can sometimes be a bit hard to share that burden with others who have only in the last few years come in to help, if that makes sense. It's got here, don't be sensitive to criticism. Yeah, and communicate your vision, which I think is something we've spoken about before with you, Steve. There's people who've come in lately, it's because they care and they've realised that they could have stood in earlier and they could have helped you earlier. And what they're saying is not what you've done wrong so much as how they can see that having to deal with everything yourself sometimes made it hard to see clearly. Accept their help, my darling. It doesn't always have to be my way or the highway. You deserve to have that burden shared, and they're happy to do it. Okay, Steve? And you have inspired people. Make no mistake about that. You love pushing her forward. Okay? I think I know who you mean. They have to learn to use their shoulders. That's it exactly, Pamela. That is it exactly. They need to learn to shoulder their own burdens. Now let's go back to the news feed. Steve Bannon, the appeals court has upheld his conviction. Is he going to go back to jail? Is Steve Bannon going back to jail? He is facing defeat. Increasing anxiety on his part. The Emperor, the rule of law. Yes. Don't know when, but I think he will be going back to jail. this coming week going to look like for Biden? Let's have a look. Then we'll have a look at Rishi Sunak and Albo and New Zealand Prime Minister. How's that? This week for Biden, the High Priestess, meditation, taking time to think. Just one card. Time for him to think, meditate on his next move. He's going to demand a greater depth of knowledge on some issue. But then he's going to make his move. So this week is certainly about careful planning. The moon's there, trusting his gut on when to move. And making sure he has more information than just the surface information. So that's Joe Biden in a card for this week. Rishi Sunak. Oh, yeah. The real weasels. Yeah. Okay, Rishi Sunak. What is the cards for him this week? The UK Prime Minister, the King of Pentacles. He has to re-establish stability within his party. There has been murmurings of Penny Mordaunt, and those people who are not familiar with her, she is, I think she's the Speaker of the House. But anyway, she was the woman at the coronation in the green dress who carried the sword of state. There's been rumours that she could take over as leader. So it's really important for Rishi Sunak this week that he re-establishes his role as leader and re-establishes stability within the party. And also he puts to bed rumours of, because his wife's really, really rich and everything like that, of corrupt influences, I suppose. And puts those things to bed. This is what he needs to be doing this week. Justin Trudeau, he's still the Prime Minister in Canada, isn't he? Let's have a look there. Ooh, he's feeling a little bit cornered this week. Snowed under, I guess. He's going to have to be doing some behind-the-scenes digging to find his way through from the corner that he's backed himself into. But he will be able to do it. The Eight of Swords. So, yeah, he's got to plan really carefully. The next few moves for him this week are going to help him out of a corner he's been backed into. Prime Minister of Japan. I'm not quite sure who he is, but we will look at him. The Knight of Swords. There's going to be a flurry of activity during this week, and he's got to be careful that more proactive than reactive in how he handles things. So this is the Prime Minister of Japan. Go to the President of Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. Page of Swords. Listen. The President of the Republic of Ireland needs to listen to the whisperings in the background and take note of them. This is a spy in the works card, but I feel it's more like, of course, the pages are about messages. So listen to those messages, those intelligence messages that are being brought in, and really sit down and cross every T, dot every I. Okay? Xi Jinping. Let's have a look at Xi Jinping. Do you want me to look at another leader in a single card for a week, for this week? Please put their name up. Justice. Whatever is coming for him this week, justice is coming for him this week. Whether it's on his side or not, it is the outcome it should be. So I feel like he's going to be looking over his shoulder a little bit. So there could be a bit of a shake-up with Xi Jinping. Macron. Let's have a look at Macron. Oh boy, I wish I didn't go there. But there's nothing I can do about it now, so I've got to move on. Oh, he's got Paris is coming up too. Yeah, so he's got no time to worry about some faux pas. Just got to keep moving on. I think he feels like there's a bit of a political failure here, but the Paris Games are still in front of him to win some things back. Vladimir Zelensky. Let's have a look at him. Again, if you want me to look at a leader, just put their name down. The Ace of Cups. Overwhelming. Looking for a pathway to peace. But there's still, you see how the red is on the water, the blood. There's still battles ahead, and he has to maintain the right emotional balance. It's wearing on him. Hi, great geek. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? I hope you and your fur babies weren't hurt. And are you still able to live in there? Is it in a livable condition? Were you able to put it back on solid ground? So, yeah, Zelensky's got a bit of an emotional time ahead, and he's got to deal with logic over emotion. Yeah. Benjamin Netanyahu. Let's have a look at him. Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, it's got the sun. He's going to be basking. He thinks everything's going to be fine, but the sun can shed harsh light on things. Exposure. This is more of a spotlight shining on him than everything happy, and he thinks it's going to be for good, but he thinks it's going to be a good spotlight, but I don't think it is. So, yeah. You're temporary staying with your sister. Your back was hurt. Oh, no. The trailer's destroyed. Oh. I am so sorry to hear this, Geek. Do you have PayPal or anything? If you have PayPal, if you need some help and people want to give you a little bit of help, please put up your PayPal. I'm so sorry to hear this. Or if somebody knows of someone who has a trailer or something that Geek can use temporarily and help get to him, if anybody knows how to help Geek out, how they can help Geek out, please. And please, if you've got PayPal or one of the other US things, please feel free to post it there. Do you own the land where your trailer is, Bub? Geek? Yes. All you need to do is put the email address that you use for PayPal. And if you've got, and I know I've got your email. So if anybody over there, I mean, Geek is in Kentucky. He's in Hazard County, Kentucky. And if you know of, if you're near, not too far from there, or you know of someone nearby who might be able to help Geek, will your back be covered, Geek, with health insurance and stuff? if you know of some way to help him. He's lost almost everything, trying to salvage some things. The Red Cross is helping. Yeah. Perry County. Oh, you're in Perry County now. Yeah, okay. So he's staying with his sister for now. And nothing was broke, just badly wrenched. I take it that's your body. But the trailer was destroyed. So his trailer, its long-term home, has been destroyed. So please, if there's any way in which you can help him. My darling man, if I could, I'd send you a brand new trailer. I can't, unfortunately. So let's do a couple of cards for Geek. Will Geek be okay? Will Geek? This is a time of transition, so it is basically, yeah, time to move on from where you were, okay, because it is a big thing. So yeah, it is going to be a new start from this, okay. What else? Oh, it's also going to provide you with some opportunities. And it'd be a really grab those opportunities. Okay. It's going to provide you with the opportunity, perhaps, maybe. Babe.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, Keith, Geek Hillbilly.
Hang on, baby. What's happening?
They had some severe rains in Kentucky.
Oh, no.
And his trailer was washed away where he lives and it was destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
He hurt his back badly, but nothing's broken. And he's with his sister at the moment. So you want to say hi to him?
Well, you know how I am camera shy.
No, you don't have to come on camera, darling.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I hope you can hear James. He says he's really sorry to hear that.
He's got a place to be.
Yeah,
a safe place.
He's staying with his sister at the moment, and the Red Cross are going to help him with emergency housing.
What about medical care for the back?
Yeah, I asked that, but yeah. So yeah, look, it's I suppose you could call it a bit of a blessing in disguise and opportunities. I'm going to open up some new opportunities for you, Geek. Do another card. But of course, that doesn't mean it's not a big wrench.
Has the person got medical care for the back, Chris?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm. His back hurts, but nothing's broken. Oh. And the Knight of Pentacles. As I drew with the Knight of Pentacles for somebody earlier, sit down, make some new plans, okay, and go over the details carefully. But don't sit around too long. He said he heard you loud and clear, and thank you. So, yeah. So so it might seem like a really tough time, but there's going to be new opportunities growing out of this for you, okay? And a good opportunity to sit down and make some really clear plans for the future. But don't sit on them for too long, I think, okay? Now let's go back to some of the world leaders. Single card on them. Let's have a look at Putin. Ooh, travel, movement. This could be victory, or could be things speeding up out of his control. What can you tell me about this? Things happening very quickly. Changes. Moving about. I see him like moving. I got like a zigzag trail all over the country. So it's going to be moving around quite a lot and quite quickly. Okay. So yeah, Geek, just whatever your email is for your PayPal, you can put it here. You can put it in the comments for this video. Okay. The new Prime Minister in the Solomon Islands. What's this week bringing for him? Okay, he has to draw some lines in the sand. This is his time to stand firm for what he believes in and to stand up. I think Sugavare is going to get a bit of a shock. He was the previous leader. I don't think this guy's as much of a compromise candidate as people thought he was. But he's going to stand up and draw some lines in the sand. Hopefully with China, but it's really important that he does that this week. New Zealand's Prime Minister. Oops, Ace of Wands. Lots of energy building up. New opportunities. Creativeness. Yeah, this week is all about dealing with like the sunspots and finding creative ways and new ways in which to ensure New Zealand dealing with got to look at new ways with dealing with the natural phenomenon that happens in New Zealand that bring out the network quite easily, unfortunately. Okay, that bring down networks and stuff. Very much concentrating on that, taking the opportunity to that. Albo, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. What is the card for him? Oh, the Six of Swords, the light at the end of the tunnel. This week is going to bring some solutions. It's also the budget week. So it's going to bring some opportunity for him to, last Monday was your 66th birthday. Oh, sweetheart. You'll be settled by the 67th with new starts. Albo, light at the end of the tunnel. Finally being able to cross a couple of bridges and address some things. This is really what he needs to do. Okay. So, Geek, please feel free to put your email link to PayPal on the comments here, or after, because I'm going to wrap up in a couple of minutes, put it in the comments for this video. If you can give Geek a hand, please do. Why don't you write your email? Mickey Taylor, can I pull a card for the current Queensland Premier? Got to slow things right down. Timing's not right. But I don't think they're going to listen to that. I think they're going to come to a grinding halt for some reason. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap it up for the day. Geek, I have your email address if you don't mind me sharing it. Yeah. So do you mind if I post your email address so people can email you? If you don't want me to, that's fine. I might even have your PayPal link, my darling. Let's have a look. So if you can help Geek, I'm just going to, if he's okay with it, post his email address. Okay. Are you okay with that? I need to, before I press that, I need to get your okay to post your email address, Geek. So Okay, so what I'm going to do is look in the comments of this video. I'm going to have to finish up now. The two, your bubbies are good. Yeah. They got you out of the rubble. Oh, my Lord. That your fur babies. Post away. Okay. So I'm just going to this is Geek's email address. So if you can help him in any way, okay. He's a darling man who has done so much for his community. Let's see if we can step up and help him out. Okay. Love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Stay laughing, my darlings. Sending you lots of love and energy and everything I can to help you. Yeah, and if you can help Geek, there's his email. Okay. And I will post it in the comments for this video in a couple of minutes as well. Okay. Bye-bye. Love you all.